Airports in 2025 are busier, stricter, and less forgiving than ever before. A single small mistake can trigger a chain reaction: missed flights, extra costs, lost luggage, or hours of frustration that could have been avoided with a bit of preparation. Yet millions of travelers still make these errors every day without realizing the risk. Today, we're exposing 8 new airport mistakes that could derail your travel plans and showing you exactly how to avoid them. Stay with us until the end so you're fully prepared for your next trip. And don't forget to subscribe to Epic Voyage for weekly insights that make air travel smoother, safer, and stress-free. Chapter 1. Ignoring the boarding time. One of the most preventable reasons passengers miss flights is misunderstanding the timing printed on their boarding pass. Most people look at the departure time and assume that's when they need to be at the gate. In reality, boarding often begins 30 to 50 minutes before takeoff, and airline doors typically close a full 20 minutes before departure. Arriving at the gate at departure time means you're already too late. The risk is even greater in large international hubs where your journey to the gate might involve additional security screening, immigration control, or a shuttle train between terminals. For example, at airports like Frankfurt, Dubai, or Atlanta, walking distance between check-in and a far gate can take 20-30 minutes without any delays. If you cut it close, even a minor hold-up, such as a secondary bag check or a slow-moving crowd, can cost you the flight. A better rule is to aim to be physically present at your gate at least 30 minutes before boarding starts. This gives you breathing room to organize your belongings, use the restroom, or make a quick purchase without the stress of racing against the clock. It also shields you from the mental fog that often sets in when you're rushing, a state in which travelers are more likely to forget essentials like their ID, phone, or wallet. Chapter 2. Trusting the first gate number. You see, gate assignments are fluid, and in 2025, operational shifts are more common than ever. Airlines may change gates multiple times before departure to accommodate late arriving aircraft, maintenance issues, or weather-related disruptions. The gate printed on your boarding pass is essentially a snapshot in time, and it may be outdated by the time you arrive at the airport. Travelers who fail to track updates risk heading toward the wrong terminal, only to discover that their flight is boarding somewhere else entirely. In sprawling airports such as Dallas-Fort Worth or Singapore-Changi, a last-minute change could require a train ride or a 15-minute walk, time you may not have if boarding has already begun. To stay ahead, monitor the large electronic departure boards inside the terminal and enable push notifications in your airline's mobile app. Apps like Delta Fly, United, and American Airlines not only update gate assignments in real time, but also alert you to boarding group changes or last-minute delays. Even when seated at your gate, recheck the screen periodically. In some cases, a new boarding location may be announced just minutes before your group is called, and those who miss the announcement may find themselves sprinting across the terminal. Chapter 3. Wearing the wrong clothes and shoes. Airport security is designed for efficiency, but your outfit can either help or hinder that process. Metal-decorated jackets, chunky belts, or boots with steel inserts can trigger alarms and require extra screening. Every minute spent removing and re-screening items is a minute you could be at your gate. The issue doesn't end at security. Clothing that looks smart in the terminal can become an uncomfortable burden mid-flight. Tight jeans, heavy fabrics, or stiff blazers may restrict movement and cause discomfort during long hours of sitting. Cabin temperatures also vary. Some flights run warm, others noticeably cool, so layering is a smarter strategy than wearing a single heavy piece. Footwear is a frequent source of delay. Unless you have TSA pre-check, most travelers must remove their shoes. Lace-up boots or high-ankle sneakers slow the line for everyone. Slip-on shoes, loafers, or travel-friendly sneakers without complex fastenings are faster and easier. In some Asian and Middle Eastern airports, passengers are required to remove shoes even in pre-check style lanes, making this tip universally relevant. Chapter 4. Using airport Wi-Fi without protection. Free Wi-Fi is one of the most used amenities in airports worldwide, but it's also a hotspot for cybercrime. Public networks are prime targets for hackers who can intercept your data, capture login credentials, or inject malware into your device without your knowledge. In recent years, cybersecurity researchers have documented fake Wi-Fi networks set up within airports that mimic official ones in name and appearance. Unsuspecting passengers connect, believing they are using the airport service, when in reality, every action they take is being monitored and recorded. The simplest safeguard is to use a virtual private network, which encrypts your data so that any intercepted information appears scrambled and useless to hackers. Another precaution is to avoid accessing sensitive accounts, such as online banking, work emails, or shopping platforms, while connected to public Wi-Fi. Whenever possible, use your mobile data plan instead. The cost of extra data is negligible compared to the cost and stress of recovering from identity theft. Chapter 5. Overpacking carry-on bags. In 2025, airlines are enforcing carry-on size and weight limits with unprecedented strictness. Overpacked or overweight bags are often flagged by gate agents, leading to forced gate checks, additional fees, or even denial of boarding until the bag is repacked. Gate checking a bag can be more than a minor inconvenience. It means being separated from the very items you intended to keep within reach. Medications, electronics, important documents. It can also cause delays after landing, as gate-checked items are sometimes routed through the main baggage claim instead of being returned at the jet bridge. Prevent problems by checking your airline's carry-on policy before you pack. Use a luggage scale at home and ensure your bag fits comfortably into standard sizes. Rolling clothes, using packing cubes, and eliminating non-essential items can help reduce bulk. Travelers who pack light also navigate airports more easily, board faster, and avoid the awkward struggle of lifting a heavy bag into an overhead bin in a crowded aisle. Chapter 6. Leaving luggage unattended. Even if you're only stepping away for a moment, leaving your luggage unattended is a serious mistake. Airport security protocols worldwide treat unaccompanied bags as potential threats. If spotted, the area may be cordoned off, security teams may be called in, and the bag could be confiscated or destroyed. The consequences don't stop there. In many jurisdictions, leaving a bag unattended can result in fines or being denied boarding. From a practical standpoint, an unattended bag is a prime target for theft. Professional pickpockets and opportunistic thieves watch for distracted travelers, and a momentary lapse can mean losing passports, electronics, or valuables. The safest policy is simple. If you move, your bag moves with you. If you're traveling with a companion, ask them to watch your belongings while you step away. In busy airports, even this should be done cautiously, as security may still question bags left in another person's care if that person cannot answer questions about ownership. Chapter 7. Eating the wrong food before a flight. Airport food courts can be tempting, especially when you have time to spare before boarding. But heavy, greasy, spicy, or unfamiliar foods can cause digestive discomfort in the air, where movement is limited and cabin pressure can amplify the effects of bloating and nausea. Stories of travelers regretting their pre-flight meals are common, from spicy street food snacks in Bangkok to rich, creamy dishes in Paris. In extreme cases, food poisoning before or during a flight can lead to missed connections or emergency medical care upon arrival. Safer choices include lighter, familiar meals with moderate seasoning and lower fat content. Plain sandwiches, salads, fruit, or yogurt are less likely to cause discomfort. Hydration is also critical. Dehydration is a known issue in flight due to low cabin humidity. Bringing an empty bottle to refill after security or starting with a frozen bottle that melts in flight ensures you have water without paying inflated airport prices. Chapter 8. Booking tight connections. On paper, a short layover may seem efficient, but in real-world travel, it leaves no room for delay. Just deplaning from a full aircraft can take 15 to 20 minutes, especially if you are seated toward the rear. Add the time needed to navigate to another terminal, or even another concourse in the same terminal, and your connection window can shrink rapidly. International transfers often involve passport control, security screening, or customs inspections. At busy hubs like Heathrow, Doha, or Los Angeles, these processes can take 30 minutes or more. Airlines close boarding gates roughly 20 minutes before departure, so a delay of even 10 minutes on your first flight can make your connection impossible. For domestic travel, aim for a layover of at least 90 minutes. For international routes, 2 hours or more provides a safety cushion. If you're connecting to a smaller regional airport, consider even longer layovers, as these flights may depart from remote stands requiring bus transfers, adding another 10 to 15 minutes to boarding. Air travel in 2025 demands more preparation and awareness than ever before. By avoiding these 8 mistakes, from ignoring boarding times to underestimating layovers, you protect your schedule, your wallet, and your peace of mind. A little extra planning now can save hours of stress later. If you found these insights helpful, subscribe to Epic Voyage for weekly tips that make your next trip smoother, safer, and far more enjoyable. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.